Hold on.
What it do? Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
How's it going, Emery? How are you? Welcome to episode 3 NDT podcast. I'm Dylan.
I'm Chantel.
This is where we have a podcast talking about things you normally wouldn't talk about at the dinner table. We got a bunch of things that we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be starting with the UFC recap, or rather the Ultimate Fighter recap. Real quick, let's post. W. Glad to read that you good, Emery.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Oh, what's up, Loki? Loki wants to join for the podcast today. Cameras. I think I might want to edit one of these. Oh, I did not adjust the other cameras. That's okay. We're making upgrades every week, guys. Oh! Loki almost just ripped a wire out of the computer. Right. Also, how's audio? Is the music a little bit too loud still? Here, I got you. I got it so that I control a little bit more these days. Alright. I'm gonna need a new mouse pad for this. You have a mouse pad by any chance?
You have a mouse pad?
Yeah, like a little mouse pad. Everything with your laptop? Alright. That. Alright, you got all the tabs pulled up.
All right, so we're gonna start off with a recap of the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah.
And the Ultimate Fighter is like a reality show that we've been watching, following Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler as like coaches of these veterans and these prospect UFC fighters. And up until now, Conor's team has been getting swept by Chandler's team. So this is like 4 fights in. Conor is down 4 fights. And Chandler's team has won all these 4 fights. So this is like a quick reaction of Conor after the 4th fight. So you guys can see like the tension between Conor and Chandler. And if you don't watch UFC, it's just Conor McGregor's like a character. So
yeah, McGregor is a wild character if you watch his evolution. He is probably one of the most insane fighters ever to walk this planet. There was actually a clip that was going viral of Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was commenting on what McGregor did when he fought Floyd. Like at that time, he didn't have any boxing experience, was able to go 10 rounds with the best fighter of the last 100 years. Or the best boxer of the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Like that is an crazy stat. And went 10 rounds with him, you know what I mean? Like that. He's absolutely an icon at this point, even if his career were to end tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let's watch this clip.
Not against me. I'll stack them up. Not against me and not. Good job. Great work. Great work, Coach. Great work.
Stacking them up, baby.
Not against me and not, Michael, yeah? Hey. Some of these kids are in the UFC before you're in the UFC. So don't be start trying to say, yeah, this and that.
As long as you show up for them, maybe if you showed up for them,
and break your nose, you little fool, you.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, what little Bellator tick, you little tick. You want to
He put his hands on Chandler.
Oh, we're gonna do this? We're gonna fight
The
right
drama.
now? Get out of my way.
So at this point, and this is a spoiler alert for anybody who is a fan of the show and isn't all caught up. At this point in the show, he's lost. McGregor's team has lost 7 consecutive fights. And if he lost the last one, then that would have been the first time in UFC history that has ever happened, where one whole team just entirely gets swept. So it was leading high tensions, and this dude just a psychopath. So putting those two things together, this is what you get. He ended up arguing with Chandler's team because at one of the press conference or one of the weigh-ins, I don't think that he showed up. So that's where Chandler was getting in his face and saying like, "Oh, I showed up for my team. You don't show up. You don't show up." Ew.
Yeah, so it was crazy to see like Connor get so like angry, like because he was pressed. He was pressed that they were like coming at him because they were like, "Oh, you're losing all these fights." Da, da, da. And Connor, you know, I feel like he talks a big game, and his team hasn't been able to show out how I feel like he wanted them to show out. So
well, like even seeing his teaching, I'll say with his teaching, you could see where he kind of falls off and disconnects with his fighters. Because in their training sessions, Connor's too much of a fighter currently to be a coach.
yeah.
He's not far enough out of it mentally for him to want or for him to properly like relay his knowledge to somebody else. Whereas I feel like Chandler has a little bit more composure in entirety with the sport. You know, like even to being, I'm pretty sure he's like not announced some fights, but been some of the commentators from time to time. So like he's a little bit more well-rounded, whereas McGregor, especially if you see outside just like his fight schedule, he's a little bit of a menace to society.
Yeah. So then this is one more fight later. So they only have one more fight, and this fight, Connor's team was about to be swept 5-0, which means that nobody from Connor's team would move on to
Or
like,
8-0.
the semifinals or something like that, right?
The quarterfinals.
The quarterfinals. So spoiler alert, but Connor's team wins for the first time all season,
and we will say it was not looking good for Connor's team in this fight. This dude was getting tossed around. He was being held on the ground the entire time. But he's known for, you know, his crazy shots, and he was able to land it. Kudos to him. He ended the fight. And
crazy part were like the guys on the show who are aiming to be on the UFC start like fighting with Conor McGregor, like with words, and I'm just like, you're kind of wild for that. Like, don't you think that was kind of wild? I thought it was like out of pocket.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit crazy, but how silly does Conor look? Especially to this entire team, because they're vets.
Yeah.
They've been to the UFC, they've lost, and then that was it. You know, Conor's been losing in front of them, but he's still in it. And after one win, this dude is literally running around the ring and cheering. I wish you got that part in the clip, where once it was the knockout.
And then there's another clip. This is funny.
185. You want to do 185?
So this shows like how awkward in every scene that Chandler and Conor are in. It is just like so awkward. Like, have you ever been in a room with somebody that you really hate, but you gotta pretend like you don't hate them, so like you're not petty? Like they gotta do this job and they are showing up to work, but they fucking hate each other, and it's hilarious.
I think this does a good job of portraying those people who are. What up, Nova? I think this does a really good job of portraying who is the unique one in the situation and who's poking the bear.
Yeah.
You know, Chandler here, you could tell he's poking the bear, but you could see how sensitive McGregor is and kind of turning everything that is said to him by somebody he doesn't like into like, this guy wants to fight me.
I love when McGregor starts pacing. Like he can't stand in one spot, so he's continuously pacing like a little kid, and it gives me anxiety. Hi, Pauline. I love you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in.
What to do, Pauline?
We love you.
I'll do 185.
And continue to chat. Don't worry. This is a safe community.
Yeah, safe
if
space.
You have
safe
time.
space.
But thanks for stopping by.
If I told you what weight it's gonna be, 185.
You want to do 185? I'll do 185.
You'll do what you're told. I'm gonna pin you. This is my game. This is my game forever.
So for some context, they were just supposed to be in this room to like wait for a Dana White or to have a meeting. And then in this room, they're talking about like the prospective fight that they're gonna have, like with each other.
So yeah, they first started off by saying
funny.
like, they were like trying to relate to each other in the sense of, oh, they want to fight at the Apex. or McGregor wants to fight at the Apex. And Chandler was like, I fought at the Apex. I love it. You could hear the punches so much louder. And then McGregor would just like, yeah, your punches would sound like whistles, like as if he's saying like you would miss all your punches in our fight. And he just turned it into like, all right, let's just trash talk. And Chandler was like, okay, let's do this.
This is a good example of them during the fights.
Back up, face the fence. Get into a pad of the fence. Get into a pad of the fence. Beautiful shots. From the wrist to the shot. Beautiful knee to the body.
I would say his suits though, every fight he wears a different suit. The suits be going crazy, gang. Look at that suit.
He wears these 5-piece suits.
Look at that. And then he'd be yelling, give them the uppercut. Give them the uppercut.
So the difference in their coaching this season was Chandler's by the ring and he's coaching. McGregor is like a crazed fan standing in the back pacing the perimeter of this place, screaming at his fucking at his fighter what to do, as if everybody there don't speak English and can't hear him.
Yo. But look at Chandler. Chandler be all up in like the UFC outfits, like in his regular gym uniform. Look at McGregor.
Yeah, McGregor's not even like repping his team.
Yeah, and that was a big drama that Chandler kept saying, which is why McGregor got tight, that McGregor wasn't being there for his team. Because, like, for example, Chandler shows up to all the weigh-ins, but McGregor doesn't show up to any of the weigh-ins.
No, he shows into some of the weigh-ins. It's just not all of them.
Barely. There's evidence. But that's part of the thing that like McGregor is not like being a great coach for his team, and like that's part of the narrative of this season.
Another elbow in the mush. That's what it's about. Put leather on him.
All right.
Keep putting that leather on him.
We're done with him yelling.
Oh, but we were watching another fight. Do you have the one of the girl running?
Wait. I have stuff. This is a funny meme. It says, girlfriend, come to bed, babe. It's late. Me at 3 a.m. in the mirror after a UFC pay-per-view. That's Dylan. Dylan swear he a fighter. He swear he a fighter after UFC. Look at that. You after Brawlhalla.
He's mad fast. Yeah, that is me after Brawlhalla.
That's Dylan after Brawlhalla.
Crying.
He wants to start fighting. All right, and then we saw these free UFC fights, and this was hilarious.
First off, this night was amazing.
Let's make this
full screen
bigger.
this-ish.
Full screen. So, some context. This was some free fights on UFC.
Well, if you have ESPN Plus, then it's technically a free fight most Saturdays. They tend to be earlier, but this was actually like a regularly timed fight. Like the main card started at 10 p.m. And a whole night full of great fights. These girls get into it, and something unexpected happens that I've never seen, that DC the commentator hasn't seen, that, you know, I thought was even like, why'd she do that?
What is happening? So for some context, girl in the black over here is like a vet. We've seen her fight many times. She got the yams, all right? Girl in the blue over here, I don't know who she is, but she looks scared from the beginning, and she don't.
Well, her name's Chandler too.
And she don't got no yams. Okay, so let's watch this video, and I want everyone to comment. Who do you think wins the fight based off this video? Black or blue? Yams or no yams? Oh, first of all, okay, hold on. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time. Okay. Girl in black.
On this? On the right side?
No.
Oh.
Girl in black, but yams. Girl in blue, we don't know who she is. No yams. Who do you think wins the fight based off this video?
Audio.
Box her up.
Bing.
She runs away. This is a UFC fight, and you're running away? The announcers were like, if there was a door, she would have run out the door.
Yeah, they said if there was a door there, she would have ran through that shit. That shit was hilarious.
Oh my god.
Look at this.
Shorty
I've never
said,
seen this.
wait.
Mad dash to the other side.
Is this my career?
And she hit the wall. The way that she hit the wall, though, she looked like she wasn't expecting it to be there.
Me running away from all my problems. Right there. Right there. Quick evidence.
I'm crying.
What does Nova say?
I was
She
mad that I was
cools.
on the plane when this happened, and he said that she's cakeless.
Oh yeah, OD cakeless. OD. But like, look at this. Who do you think wins the fight, Nova? Who do you think wins? First of all, the way this lady hit her in the face, like she hate her,
Yeah.
is crazy.
She won.
Nah.
Why don't you go ahead and put that out there? She
Dumont
won.
won and Dumont. Shorty got the yams, yo.
I think
Shorty
this night
out
they had
here.
a lot of
She has crazy
first round
legs.
finishes. No, I think that was the previous weekend. But yeah, was that the it for the UFC?
Yes.
Or do we have anything else?
So that was it for UFC. And
Oh, is this the writers?
Mhm.
W. Oh, that's what I forgot.
So that was our UFC recap, The Ultimate Fighter, a couple fights, some Conor McGregor memes, and now we are moving on.
Bingo. Okay. Yeah. So now, yeah, that was the UFC recap. Bingo. Bingo. All right. Writer's strike.
All right, we're going towards the writer's strike. So here we have what is big in the media right now, which should be big. It is the SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild strike against streaming studios. And basically, we have a couple videos here just to inform people if they're not informed about why people are striking real quick. And this is Constance Marie. So if anybody has watched the movie Selena or watched the George Lopez show or watched Switched at Birth, or anything on TV. She's been in a lot of things. She's going over like the earnings that she gets from a show that she did for a couple of years. And this is like a professional actor. So imagine someone who isn't doing this as a full-time job and is like expecting to get something someday. So let's hear a
shot of my residuals that I get paid for a show I did called Switched at Birth, which I love, right? Amazing show, super creative, represented the deaf community, and I really felt was an important show. I learned ASL. I had an injury because of so much ASL, but that was my work, my passion, my love. And I did that show for 5 years. Great cast, great writing. So the studio is still showing my show, my work, my likeness. And this is what I get paid for it. 3 cents, 4 cents, 74 cents. I can't make a living.
And some of those say zero. So out of that whole
money,
list,
but I
like
cannot make a living and pay my rent and pay my insurance
them,
off of these
and
residuals.
It's below a dollar amount,
right?
And I think the craziest part is that she says like they're using my likeness.
Yeah.
Like when you act in a show, it's not just like they're reusing you as an actor. Like that's effort that you did on a project that you should get compensated for over time.
But also
know?
You need to like make sure you read your contracts. That's like the biggest thing, is like the best way to protect yourself in today's society, considering this is all happening, is make sure that, you know, nobody necessarily owns your likeness in entirety.
Well, that's the biggest thing. We have another video that talks about
It's kind of like how Taylor Swift is doing her own album.
Yes, to gain her rights back.
Right.
So this is why they're doing the strike, because the contracts that these actors are under are outdated contracts, and ever since these contracts have been signed and into law or whatever, there's been streaming, right? And streaming has developed outside of the contract. So what they're asking for is like a renegotiation of those contracts, because it isn't fair to the actors.
Because you take a situation like Squid Games, for example.
Among other things.
Right, where they have, they say the actors of that show agreed to make this much for the show regardless, right? And then they said they're going to put it out, boom, bang, bang, you're done. But as soon as it blows up because of the streaming platform and now the people are getting more money for the amount that it's streamed, the actors are kind of left out of that equation. Yeah. So it's like, if you're agreeing for other people to essentially own the rights to it, you should also include the people who are originally involved in that project in entirety. And that's what I think the issue is I think that, you know, people who own the old projects still are trying to get other people to share them and not telling the people that helped them make those
Yeah.
do that.
And that's why I think it's important that, like, you know, big mainstream actors are joining the strikes to
Right.
bring actual awareness to it, because the writers have been striking. They've been striking for 2 months now, right? It isn't until, you know, the big names start actually striking that is going to make an impact on Hollywood and on these big studios. Because at the end of the day, it's the studios who are setting up these contracts, right? And they're setting up these streaming giants without any idea on how to be actually profitable enough to pay actors what they deserve to be paid.
Mhm.
So it's just like, it's a whole shit show, gang. And there's been this like narrative on social media, by the way, that's like, you know, people commenting like, oh, actors have money and why are actors fighting for? First of all, inflation's a real thing. Equal pay is a real thing across all professions, no matter what you do. Whether you're a plumber, whether you're an actor, whether you're a singer, whether you're a teacher, whether you're an engineer, like, you deserve to be paid what your effort is in your job, right? And what your job is. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. So for people to sit there and try to diminish a movement because you feel like actors are well off, the majority of actors are not well off. The majority of actors are struggling workers who have a passion and they actually can't make it into that passion.
Majority of the actors that they saturate themselves with are well off, but I mean, again, if they, you know, watch movies other than the Rock movies, then they'd see, oh, these are small-time actors trying to make it big.
My name is Aubrey Plaza. I am a proud SAG member, and I'm out here to fight against this broken system. I think these corporations have been profiting off our talents and our work, and we're not getting fair wages, and we deserve them. And we're working off an old model. We need a new system to come in, so people are paid accordingly.
So that's part of the argument, like, that they need a new model that is going to include streaming and how these streaming giants are putting TV shows on these networks and they're not paying actors for that money. Like, it's not cable anymore. You can't quantify, you know, a view on Netflix or a view on Hulu. Like, it's not the same. And these streaming giants can kind of put out whatever numbers they want and then not pay actors fairly.
It's a hard time to be doing this strike because of the way that AI is being used, and
That's another.
in reality, what's to stop them? Like, if they pretty much have 99.9% ownership over their context. Oh shit, I moved the camera. If they have like 99.9% ownership of the context, anywho, where is it going with this? F. I had to move the camera, my fault.
What's it Nova say? Yeah, my friend is a SAG actress. I completely support them. Yeah, some of these.
Royalties are like pocket change. It's just the actors. Oh, it's not just the actors either. It's all facets of the product, camera operators, lighting, etc.
Yeah,
big faction
that's
of
a
it.
big
So
part
yeah,
of it.
that's also what I'm saying. Is like, you got to involve everybody that was on the project at any point. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's fair there. Man, I wish I remember the point that I was trying to.
We lost it.
Yeah. I was saying it's a scary time for them to be doing this because of AI and what those contracts they sign, like, depending on like the grammar of it even. Who's to say that they can't just start putting out content already while this is happening, you know, of the likeliness of other people, you know. It's interesting, and I'm curious to see what the outcome's going to be. I am very hopeful for the actors, for the camera crew, for everybody who's a part of these big ass projects that, let's be honest, most of us spend a lot of time doing when we're home, especially you single people out there. I know how much y'all be on the streaming platforms and shit, and even, you know, couples, for those who like to Netflix and chill.
Yes. And then this goes into our next topic, which is Netflix just axed its basic ad-free plan in the US and the UK. So new subscribers can no longer sign up for Netflix's cheapest ad-free tier. How do you feel about, Netflix now possibly adding ads and being similar to Hulu and Spotify and these other apps where you have to pay a premium penny for content? In the same conversation, I want you to think about the strike.
Hoes. They're hoes. Y'all are leeches for money, gang. And if you're not leeches for money, like, why'd they do it in the first place? That's what I'm getting at. Why'd y'all make Netflix to begin with? Okay. And now you're changing it up because now you've got competitors that have changed it up and have done more and potentially better things than you. Now they're just going to damage the people who have been supporting them this entire time.
Yeah.
Instead of just outsmarting competition, it's let me outbuy competition.
I think Netflix is getting insanely expensive for like very minimal content that you can actually watch for a long period of time.
Yeah, and well, Peter just said he upgraded with his dad to the premium one where you guys get to stream in 4K, you get to watch on 6 screens at once. That's wonderful.
What does stream in 4K mean?
Meaning, like, if a movie was put out in really high def. Like, for example, if you were to watch Avatar in 760p and then watch it in 4K, you'd be like, this is night and day.
Is it life-changing?
It's reaction changing. If you hear a movie is graphically insane and you're watching it on bad quality, then you're not going to get that same wow factor.
I personally don't care for that. And you know what it is? Netflix took away my favorite show, New Girl. How you take away New Girl? And I love New Girl. They took away The Office. They took away New Girl.
Yeah, when they took away The Office,
they took away White Collar. They take away everything that I love. And it's like, at this point, take the fucking Netflix account. I don't even fucking want it. I don't want it. I'm over it. I'm tired of the gaslighting that Netflix does to me every time I open up the app and they tease me with these dumbass shows. And the shows have no substance.
It's the substance thing that bothers me because you see that there was a Hail Mary for them to just be like, put out anything, right? Anything, put it out, put it out.
And we were watching another podcast with Schultz. And Schultz was talking about this, and he was like how Netflix has had to develop a content creating system that is constantly putting out watchable or bingeable content. So like The Circle or Too Hot to Handle or Love is Blind. But they found that niche with reality TV. Yeah. The issue is that because Hulu and HBO Max and all these new streaming platforms have like opened up, Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, Netflix has had to take a lot of things off their platform. Because of that, they've had to try to create this fresh content that is really hit or miss. You get what I mean? And
yeah, because there's a huge ass void in the fucking platform.
But in that, I think these actors that we're talking about, like, they suffer because you're signed up for Netflix for this huge movie deal, and then guess what? The movie never comes out, maybe. Or the movie has like a shitty appeal, and then you're never called again for a show. It's like
I always take the reviews like a grain of salt. I don't believe that most reviews line up with people's actual true interpretations of movies. And I think reviews lead a really strong bias whenever you watch films specifically. The problem with it is that if they started out with ads like YouTube, then this wouldn't be a problem. You can't give people freedom and then take it away after you're not making enough money. Bingo, Nova. It became like, we see what you're doing, you're just going for a grab, you know what I mean? Did Dylan got a haircut? Yeah, I got no more bun.
Dylan got a haircut. It's summertime, fresh cut. His hair grows back like a weed, so he'll have his hair back.
Man bun by my birthday, so.
I think he's gonna have a man bun by September. Honestly.
No, you're a psychopath.
Your hair grows so fast.
Baby, it's short. It's short.
Your hair grows so fast.
It's just up and about right now because it's late. I had an interview today, guys. So pray for you. Pray for your mans.
No evil eyes. No evil eyes, dude. Evil.
You dig it? Appreciate it, gang.
But
you said they will pull it. They will put out a show and cancel it after one season. Like, what the?
Yeah.
Well, that's
so,
the thing. They have no attachment.
That's where actors suffer
Yeah.
because it's like there's no continuous contract. It's just like, hey, work for 3 weeks and then never see you again. Bye.
Right.
It's like,
we're gonna scrap you.
make it make
And no matter how
sense.
much money they made there, whatever their deal was, bing, bang, boom. Okay, next project. Move on. Let's keep rolling. It's
Yes.
bittersweet in reality because, like, bless Netflix for starting this trend. Pretty much the thing that took over cable. But also fuck them for, you know, leading a good path. And that's why I said, like, why'd y'all do it to begin with? Like, if things are changing now to go against, like, what you were trying to do, you don't have to change. You know, you can find other ways to adapt. It doesn't necessarily mean just, you know, jump on the bandwagon. I don't think that's the benefit. That's what made them pop out in the first place.
I have a feeling, and I'm gonna put my little psychic cap on, that if Netflix continues on this path of like restricting their consumers and adding ads to these plans and not having any original content that you can actually like positively enjoy, like I love reality TV, but do I want to watch it all the time? No. Do I feel like there's any shows on Netflix that I want to spend my time on? No. Am I picky? Yeah. But I think other people feel the same way. So it's like, I feel like Netflix is going to go down the drain. In like 6 to 7 years, we're going to see which streaming giant does it right. And I feel like Hulu is going crazy right now. Paramount Plus is going crazy.
Oh, Hulu? When's the last time you used Hulu here?
2 days ago.
Cat.
I used it in the kitchen.
Cat.
How is it cat when you're playing Brawlhalla for 9 hours? I'm in the kitchen.
Did I sign into the Hulu over there? Because you ain't got no Hulu account.
Yes. You signed into the Hulu over there when we first got it.
If I signed into it, then maybe it's true. I'm gonna check that. I'll keep you posted next week.
I've been watching my guilty pleasure, which is the Kardashians, which I don't love that. I don't love that about me, but I do be watching the Kardashians. Anyways, he just made me.
You be flooding my Hulu with the Kardashians? Oh, we made you separate profile.
I'd possibly be flooding your Hulu.
No. No. Makes a separate profile, doesn't use it. I'm gonna sign into that shit. I don't know how to do that on I'm gonna go looking for Dave, and it's just gonna be Chloe's ass up on the fucking screen, and they're all gonna be hitting each other. I'm gonna be like, what is this? And then somebody's gonna yell for Kanye.
They don't do that anymore.
That's cap. They're gonna bring Kanye back, watch.
No, I know the Kardashians are fake. I know. I totally am not for the, you know, lying about getting your body done and all of that. Like, I understand. It's bad.
There goes my algorithm indeed.
It's like when you have an addiction and you can't help it. All right.
Oh
and
my
now
gosh.
we are moving on to our next section. Okay?
This is called Taken 7.
Oh no.
Can I read it all?
It says, hey.
Hey. I just saw Taken, and I think it's happening to me. And it's a picture of Liam Neeson from Taken. Taken. And then this shorty who decided to watch Taken. Why do I keep calling Taken? Taken. Authorities are searching for a woman after they say you gotta unmute this gang.
So we're gonna go real quick over Carly Russell and her fake disappearance, and just like, why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Press the unmute button.
I'm going. Give me a second. I have to get there.
Called 911 saying a toddler was walking down the side of the interstate. After calling police, she stopped to get the child and called a family member. Well, while on the phone, the family said things went quiet, but the line was still open. When police arrived, they found her car and belongings nearby, but no sign of her or the child. If you know anything, you are asked to call police.
They are searching for Carlethia Russell. She goes by Carly. And investigators say that Carly vanished after reportedly seeing a toddler walking down I-459.
It happened around 9:30.
So, if nobody knows what's going on, this guy has a great recap of it. So, real quick, let's make him human size. So
Look at this guy.
he gives a nice recap.
So this woman called the police, pretended like she saw a toddler wandering on the side of the interstate, then snatched off her own wig and proceeded to walk into the woods pretending like she got abducted. She had people around the world on their knees praying to God that she was found safely, as well as this toddler. Meanwhile, the police just found her Google searches where she's sitting here looking up the movie Taken and wondering how much it costs to get an Amber Alert sent out. You completely distracted the world from the fact that there are actually 500,000 new children a year in the United States going missing. People's time and emotions are not to be played with, and neither is child trafficking. There are actually people out there missing who desperately need our help, and the movie Sound of Freedom is shedding light on that. There's a reason that mainstream media doesn't want you to watch Sound.
Alright, and then they go into the whole conspiracy. Oh.
Nice, I mean. Did you just close out a little tab?
No.
Word to my moms, you figured it out. My moms, you figured it out.
What the hell is that? That's us. Hi guys. That's us. Hi guys.
Having a hard time seeing the
It's
access.
never, you know, it's never.
And check out our YouTube channel. Okay.
NDT without me fucking something up. But anyways, so Carly Russell was going viral. You know, I posted her on my story because I was concerned about her safety. Turns out
She fell for it. You fell for it.
I thought there was a missing woman and that needed our global support. And I
But
was
she
wrong.
snatched off her own wig and crawled into the woods.
My thing is like how you say you see a baby and then there's no baby. Where's the fucking baby?
Compulsive lying?
Also, okay, the story that she comes up with is crazy though. So the Hoover police of
Thank you, Nova. Have a great one.
of
Enjoy
wherever
dinner.
she from. Shorty tweeted, "Taken 2 is my movie." This is a tweet, live tweet. Let me zoom in for y'all real quick. Live
Somebody
tweet.
zoomed.
No, it's not.
You can read that.
Live tweet. Taken 2 is my movie. She tweeted on Twitter. All right, next one. So this is what she told the cops. All right, guys. What do you mean the video has no sound?
Babe.
Why the video has no sound? Because I zoomed in.
Maybe. Maybe you can't hear that zoomed in.
Damn, it was crazy. But basically, she told the police that she got out of the car, some white guy snatched her from the car.
When she made the report, she was talking about the kid. The 911 responder was asking her questions like, what side of the car is a kid, or what side of the road is a kid walking on, where are you, so on and so forth. And then she asked her, like, oh, can you, like, put the kid on? And then she was like, no, I haven't gotten out of the car yet, or whatever. And then she basically gets out of the car, and then she makes a whole audible scene saying that there's a man that got her, and then she's describing a little bit of where she went, and then, like, yeah.
She said that some white guy with a bald spot and orange hair took her into the woods and then took her into a car.
She said that
and
Ed
then she
Sheeran
was in the
kidnapped
back
her.
of an 18-wheeler. And then they end up at a cabin, and they're at this cabin where she hears a lady's voice and she hears a baby crying. And then the lady gives her crackers and plays with her hair. And then she's back in the car near her house. And she says she gets out of the car and she makes a run for it until she ended up at her house. She says that they made her get naked, but that they didn't do anything sexual to her, and that she doesn't remember anything else. That was her story. The cops looked at the footage. There was nobody else there but her. Why does video got no sound? Instagram does not work on the computer. But there is no evidence of anyone kidnapping her. In the videos that they took from the surveillance, you see her car with the flashing lights, and she gets out of the car and walks into the woods.
Why she did that?
She saw Taken and got inspired or something. If you guys want to see the police report, this is the not the police report. This is the press conference that they did with all of the details, and it goes into everything and how they're still reviewing footage. But like, if she lied and all of these government organizations were taken out to try to go find her, she's going to jail.
Yeah.
She's going to prison.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. You should not be using government.
It's like you get fined if you call 911 for no reason.
Yes.
Like.
All right. Next segment. We are done with the news. So let's watch some funny clips.
Oh, I don't have anything for this.
And get our reactions to the funny clips. These are some clips from YouTube. If anybody has a funny clip that they've seen, they want to put in the chat. All right. I'm on Twitter.
Only my this
All right.
dumbass girl is hailing.
Shorty did 2 rolls afterwards too.
This dumbass girl.
Imagine you're having a bad day and boom, you just fall like that. My thing is like, I've been in some pouring rain when I used to have to take the bus everywhere before I met you.
Nah, she was
And,
running
that's
so
just
fast she
crazy.
hydroplaned. That's nuts.
I remember one time there was like really crazy wind and it was snowing and the wind was literally pushed me to my house. Like,
You're also dumb
I
light.
didn't have to walk. It was crazy. All right, this one I thought was really funny. This kid's being the airbender.
Crying.
I think it's real.
It is really, you dunce.
The thing says, "Oh my God, stop moving your arms with the waves. You're not a waterbender." My honest reaction. Me at the beach. Me in any body of water trying to be a mermaid.
Tired.
Me after watching The Little Mermaid. That one was lit. I watched this video so many times. It's kind of soothing, no?
Yeah, it is satisfying to watch
It's
because
very satisfying.
he
'Cause
got
he's
that
like
shit
so
unlocked.
good with it.
He got that shit
Look at
unlocked.
him, little water god. Ooh, that one's fire. I don't know if you can hear it, but he has his friend laughing in the background. That shit makes it even.
Yeah, they can hear it.
All right, next funny video
Oh my
is
God,
Kai
no,
Cenat
no.
being a menace. This guy is a menace.
This is so
Okay,
bad.
so Kai's in Japan, and he's outside being Kai. What would you do if you were Kai at this point?
Of course. Damn, you look good, shorty. Thank you. What your name is?
Amy.
How old you is?
16.
Hi,
God bless, bro.
Julie.
Oh shit.
Can I still get a picture?
Yeah.
All right, so let's play that back real quick.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Julie. That's good.
Of course. Damn, you look good, shorty.
Thank you.
What your name is?
Amy.
How old you is?
16.
God bless, bro. Oh shit.
Can I still get a picture?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nah. Yo, my coworker got me tight today. I want to fight. Julie, it's been like day 4. You can't fight nobody. And yes, Dylan got a haircut. Dylan don't have a bun no more. He can't bun his hair. So it's time for a fresh start.
Damn, you missed a UFC segment. That probably would have.
Damn, Julie. If you would have saw the UFC segment, you would have been lit.
Imagine she did
You
what?
would have been ready for the 1-2s.
Imagine she pulled a McGregor on. Baby, you can't have the microphone pointed at me. You gotta have it pointed up. You gotta pinch and point up. Audio is gonna be something else.
I think it's gonna be fine.
I'm gonna show you a diagram of microphones and the importance of their angles and where they
It's hard for me to pinch.
You're destroying your ears. I know it. Sorry, everybody. Stop pinching.
Oh my God, the legs. Where'd it go? That's what Julie said.
There you go.
Thank you. Can you guys hear me?
Were you guys looking at my butt that whole time?
Hey, yo.
No, because the camera started following me.
Yes, they were looking at you, helping me. Julie, what your coworker did, spill the tea, spill the tea. But what would you do if you were Kai and you went up to somebody and you were like, damn, you look good, and they were like, I'm 15?
Wrong question. I would not do this. I'm not a person that does that where we meet or someone wants to meet me. I don't just say, damn, you look good.
It was
How
just
old
her
are
face.
you? Like, that's the thing. Like, if it's a question in your head at any point, you don't engage like that. Ask that question first. Decide if it's appropriate or not, and then move on. But what did he do? He said, hi. Yeah, you might be young, but I'm going to tell you you look good. Then I'm going to ask you how old you are. Like, bro, slow down, slow down.
Kai is a menace. Oh my god, this video. So, before I met Dylan, I did not like cats. I thought cats were weird. I thought cats were creepy. Once I met Dylan and I met Loki, and now I love him. He's all cute sleeping next to us. I realized that cats are really freaking smart and they're really intuitive. And Loki is basically a human. So this is evidence that cats are human.
Yeah, well, cats have like a weird connection with humans. Well, not only that, but I feel like a lot of animals have weirder connections with humans than we like to give recognition to.
Julie goes, she did everything today at work while her coworker sat in the back complaining about her knee problems, but she's 18. It's giving, she's a liar. And Teddy, that video is jokes. Kai's a menace and Kai needs to be stopped. Kai was doing the NPC stuff on TikTok today and getting money.
I thought you said we wasn't gonna bring this shit up. Literally before this, she goes, "I don't want to talk about that stupid NPC shit. I don't want to talk about this shit." And now look at Dika. Here she go. Here she go.
It came up. All right, let's watch this.
But yeah, this is the connection to animals. So this toddler decides to be Roman. First off, pause real quick. I'm not one to judge, but where is he?
Hey.
Where is this?
I don't know.
What part of the house?
Where is this? I don't know.
Is that concrete floors or is that carpet floors?
It looks like danger, but not my clothes.
Okay.
Baby's walking.
On his
walking
hands.
to the edge.
And allegedly there's stairs right there, but I don't know how true that is considering there's a door. But that cat goes over, bites that fucking kid, and pushes him. And literally
I never saw.
God damn it, I keep doing it. I'm sorry, guys. The OBS bot just fucking follows me and shit.
There is kind of a door.
Well, not kind of. There is.
I thought that was
like,
a staircase.
Right here, here's a door.
So you think the cat just attacked the baby?
And the way that doors work is they swing. Now, I am pretty confident now. I'm pretty confident that this cat fucked this kid up for no reason. No reason.
I did not think that's what happened.
But he also pushes him like it's the end push that is kind of funny. Like look at the way his paws are. You got ready to pause it, right when he pushes him
I thought
off.
this was a video of a cat saving a baby, not a cat attacking a baby.
Nah, I know, but you fall for clickbait.
Did
sometimes.
you hear my whole spiel?
Yeah. Look. All right, now pause. You see how it pushing him like it's got fucking opposable thumbs. I'm crying.
I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, I'm sorry, Julie. I'm crying.
Cat put that kid in place, says Teddy.
Nah, that's big facts, Ted.
That's honestly like, I still love Cat.
Yeah, yeah.
I love Loki.
Yeah. He be boxing us up sometimes though, but he just want to play. That's
he boxes me up.
But sometimes I want to play and I box him up, you know, but not aggressively.
Oh.
Yo, your Twitter feed's crazy on this. You sure you want to be scrolling this right now?
The naked guy.
Babe, TOS.
All right, next up.
Why is this motherfucker blowing up on our feeds about golf? We knew that he's a freaking athlete and a freak of an athlete.
He hit a hole-in-one from thousands of yards or something.
And I hit the Naruto run.
Oh!
Mad quick.
Oh! Yo, you know the comments under this video? There was mad people saying that he was ruining the like all the holes, like because he was running across the whole thing, that he was ruining the golf course or whatever. Like people were complaining about that. Like, he's ruining the green.
They want him to get in his golf cart and do burnout over there?
He's running on the green. Like, people are commenting, like, how obnoxious he's running on the green.
How obnoxious. You type that out with your fat ass thumbs. Like, people got the audacity. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why it's blowing up. Like, amazing. He's getting holes in ones. That's great. Wonderful. But everybody tweeting about it and everything like that. I'm like, did he want this to be a secret for that long?
But he won something. He won, like, a trophy at this thing.
Okay, it's Steph Curry. And it deals with getting a ball through a hole. I think he's going to do all right.
Are you hating on Steph Curry?
I'm literally part glazing. How am I hating? I'm going to say pause on that one because I said it's putting balls in holes.
Wait,
and then I said it was
what
glazing.
was that?
That's
Why
a
he
little
put his
AO.
legs up like that? That was funny.
He's Steph Curry. He's not a linebacker.
Emery goes, that cat needs to join the Justice League for pets.
Maybe that kid really needed a reality check. We don't know the whole story. Yeah, but the way that the carpet was looking, if that baby was out here spilling the cereal on the rug and the cat was just fed up with this shit, yeah, I mean, sees him going to the kitchen to get seconds and throw it on the rug, I'd fuck him up too. Nah, I'm kidding.
Steph Curry, the type of guy to be good at all sports. Honestly, too much. All right, this was a crazy headline that is going to take us into our next very highly debatable topic.
Babe.
Okay. Nearly 2/3. And then I can make it smaller.
Good.
There we go. Nearly 2/3 of Tinder users surveyed said they were already in a relationship, with some being married while on the app. Y'all going on Tinder while being married is fucking crazy. Nearly 2/3. That's a big percentage.
Married at first sight.
Oh my god, he was on Tinder. That was
Married
1
at
out of
first
4.
sight? Right.
That was 1 out of 4, 1 out of 5, or something like that.
Right.
That's crazy.
So, in another Netflix show that we were watching, one of the guys,
My guy Ryan was on Tinder.
it was like a week before they were gonna confirm if they were gonna stay married or not, and the dude was already on Tinder, and he matched with one of her friends, and she just immediately told her.
It's insane to me how people will do something as disrespectful as this.
Well, here's this concept that a lot of people like to prepare. Well, a lot of people that are in toxic situations or these long-term relationships that they don't necessarily feel comfortable ending completely because of X, Y, and Z other factor in their life, they end up wanting to look for that package, that safety net package, before they're completely out. You know, a lot of people are afraid of that big transition time that you need by yourself to figure everything out, and they'll go out of their way and start talking with people already, which isn't the route to go. Sure, you're trying to set yourself up for more success in the future, but in reality, you're just being dishonest to everybody in the equation at that point in time, and you're not really giving yourself that time to grow. So it's like anybody who does this, like the second that you find yourself about to download the app, at that point, that conversation should have already been ended. There should be no, should I download this app because it's going to affect my relationship or not? Like, that's just dumb. You know what I mean? Some apps you should be on, some apps you shouldn't be on. If some apps you want to be on, but you know that it might be in conflicting interest, that's where conversations come about.
Yeah, I actually listened to this podcast where like people will write in.
I thought she was going to say I actually made a Tinder. I was ready to flip this table.
What?
Anyway.
This is glass. And second of all, no,
Yeah.
I do not and will not ever have it. Anyway, I listened to this podcast where people write in about their love lives, and the amount of stories that these poor girls be writing in about like their significant other liking like a bunch of naked girls on Instagram, and then all of a sudden they find that their significant other has a Tinder account that they never knew about. And it's just like, there are signs that people show you that you choose to ignore, right? And then like, if it starts with like,
well, how do they choose to ignore it then if they just didn't know that he was on the apps?
No, because then women do ignore it. And then they write in and they're like, oh, my man has a Tinder, but I haven't told him that I know, and I've been waiting to see if he tells me. And it's like, girl, get your shit together.
Yeah, the time that you see them on it should be a confrontation type thing. Because then again, it could also be like, well, how long is their relationship? Was he on it beforehand? Is this just something that he never deleted? So on and so forth.
All the excuses in the world. Teddy said, people really be trying to get caught slipping. Like, how does your significant other not see that you're swiping hard in one direction on your phone? Like, every day you're like...
Yeah, I be making sure that she be swiping up or down and not left or right.
You better be on Amazon buying me stuff. What are you doing? Going into that, maybe this is why there were so many
relationships
divorces this week, you know?
Yeah, one of them being...
So, first toxic relationship is Ariana Grande and her mans. Ariana Grande and her mans, who shall remain nameless.
You predicted this one?
Separated. No, I predicted Sofia Vergara.
Oh.
Have separated after 2 years of marriage.
This a realtor?
Yes.
Yeah, you said that you also didn't see them together though.
I did say that. But okay, so this is my thing. I'm very big on like, I just go through Instagram and I notice little things, and I've just noticed that like over time, her mans didn't go visit her while she was filming Wicked in Europe, and it's just like, if your significant other is gone for like 8 months and you have the money to be able to go see them and you don't, you're not together. Like, that's just it. Because if you were anywhere in the world, the only reason I wouldn't go is because I probably couldn't afford it. It doesn't matter how much time I do or do not have. No. You can make time for 3 or 4 days for someone that you love, that you're married to, if they're overseas for 8 months.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't go once. So I knew that they weren't together. But the tea is hot, babe, because today, fresh off the freaking press, Ariana Grande is reportedly already dating her Wicked co-star, Ethan Slater, following split from her husband.
The hell is that? Wait, that's Ethan?
Yes, Slater. Fun fact, he has a wife and a son that he recently just separated from. And like I told you, she was in Europe for 8 months with this man. So maybe she's like stuck in the Wicked land, but he's ugly.
They look like they're stuck in Hobbit land.
She got bad taste. Ariana, baby girl, we need to like go to a better place with better men, because, girl, what's going on?
Thank you, Teddy. That's what I was getting at. He said, I mean, if the relationship depended on it, then yeah, but I don't see why you'd have to. Like, if you're in a good spot, like, I'm thinking of Tyler.
Like he's not gone for like 8 months.
But he's gone. But let's just take that and say that he was gone for 6 months, and he did like a semester.
I hear you. I'm just
Would it
saying
be like an obligation at that point? Like, are you saying that it should be like a defaulted obligation if you can to do it?
I'm saying from what I see from like other celebrity relationships that I've seen online that they talk about it, like they've said, in order to make that type of relationship work, a partner has to make the time to either go with you while you're filming this movie, or like something
so
like
you're talking
based
specifically
off
celebrities and
specifically
they're
celebrities.
different stratosphere
like,
in terms of
And yeah, he's a real estate agent, but she's filming one of the biggest movies of her life, and you're not going to go and support her. Like, to me, that was like a red flag of like maybe stuff isn't right, and I was right because she's fucking her co-star. What are we talking about here?
Do they have a different picture of him, or like?
No, he looks like that. That's what he looks like.
No.
That's what he looks like. So she went from this guy, realtor, who is still ugly. He looks like her in a weird way.
Looks like
but she's pretty. Ariana Grande is the most beautiful. We love her. We're big Ariana fans.
His head is the shape of a flat iron.
Oh, the tea is that he was not ready for her fame and for what came with her, which is the paparazzi and the traveling and the
she
scheduling.
Was not ready for his come because he wanted babies.
No, that's the other couple.
Oh. I'm ahead of myself. Sorry, guys. A little premature here. You want to go to the next couple? I mean, this is the couple that I was talking about.
Sofia Vergara and Joe Manganiello have decided to divorce, guys.
Because she didn't want his, because he wanted babies.
Yes.
I'm on it, guys. I got you.
So this one I predicted How many days was I talking to you about these two
She
people's
was rambling
Instagrams?
about Sophia for a couple of days, saying that she don't love her mans, saying that she out here living her best life
In Italy.
in Italy.
Yes.
And I was like, whoever Sophia is, girl power, Latina, let's go.
He had no idea what I was talking about.
But I know who he is.
Yeah, you do. He knew of them once I started explaining it. But Sofia Vergara
He was a Magic Mike.
Yes. Sofia
Don't ask why
Vergara went to Italy
that's my
for
first
her
reference.
birthday, and she was posting all up in Italy on the mountains and shit.
Yeah.
Right? Her man's nowhere to be found, okay?
That's like the Salma bitch, right?
Yeah, no. What?
What's her name? No.
Salma Hayek?
Is that her name? Salma Hayek? The one that was in the pool? I thought it was like the one that posted in the pool and then she came out and then shook her tits a little bit.
I believe so.
Salma Hayek? Is that Salma Hayek? She's like another Spanish one with a thick accent like this one.
Yes, what about her? She's married.
No, I was just saying, I feel like there's this pheromone in the air that's making all these similar aged, aesthetic and sounding women pop out on the IGs lately.
Okay.
We'll just say it.
Anyways, Sofia Vergara was on Instagram posting that she was in Italy. It was her birthday. It's her like 51st birthday, which I feel like her 50th. It's an important birthday, right? Her man's Joe was in none of the pictures. So I went to Joe's Instagram.
That's Joe.
That's Joe Manganiello. I have another picture here. I went to his Instagram and I was like, yo, what's going on with these two? For her birthday, he posted the most driest birthday he's posted in years. Every year he would post, Feliz cumpleaños, Sofia. I love you, my love of my life, da da da. This year, he was like, Feliz cumpleaños, Sofia. That's it. He posted a picture from like 35 years ago where you could barely see them. And the Instagram post that he posted for his dog was nicer than for her.
Okay, is that your opinion or is that
No, that's a fact.
Okay.
And then the conflict that led to the divorce of Joe Manganiello and Sofia Vergara was kids, as he wanted to have them and she did not. In addition, Joe Manganiello is a recovering alcoholic and Sofia Vergara does drink. So that may or may not have been an impact.
Question. How the fuck old are they?
She is much older than he is.
She looks it.
She is 50 and he is in his 30s, I
If
believe.
I'm not mistaken, the older you get, the more likely of birth defects.
She doesn't want to have any more kids. She already has a kid. She has said, she actually, you don't know this, she went through a custody battle with her ex, who's like a businessman, over their embryos. They made like little frozen babies.
They went the science route?
Yeah, and then when they broke up, her ex wanted to bring those babies to term, and she sued him. And she was like, you can't bring these babies to term unless I agree to it. But he wanted to bring like their babies to life, and she doesn't want any more kids. She already has a kid who's like in his 30s. So like when they got together, that was something that he was fine with.
Was my question wrong though?
No.
Okay. Because that's
Question was
also a
right.
valid point.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say she finds love and, you know, they have that conversation.
Yeah, but she doesn't want kids.
Again, there could also be the underlying, you know, logical thing of it instead of it just being like a preference thing. Like the guy can't really be mad if his 50-year-old significant other doesn't want to have kids. Like,
yeah.
At that point, it just comes to like, all right, now we're factoring in she has another one. Now we're factoring in that she fought over her test tube eggs before.
This isn't a good.
I think she's good off the combo.
This isn't a good picture of her. She looks
Like,
old
move
as
on,
fuck
boss.
here.
You got it.
Yeah, that's sad though. They were a cute couple. Depression. I feel like if they would have met earlier in life, well, they couldn't because he would have been young as hell.
Yeah, it would have been one of those Disney movies from 2000.
Not it.
So
we had Ariana.
Oh, these putas.
Next couple.
DDG.
Halle Bailey and DDG.
Let's pop.
Failed rapper DDG opens up about his insecurity over his relationship with movie star Halle Bailey in new song. Quote, I've been so insecure that I've been thinking you really been fucking niggas you in movies with. But on the internet, I just be cooling it. But in my head, and we're really losing it. I got into it. I got into it the first line, and then I took it back. I apologize.
Yo, we have. I'm in your head because
No,
I
you
was
are.
definitely screaming at you like you said it.
I was, but it's in there. So what's this guy? DDG wrote a song talking about Halle Bailey, and Halle Bailey is an actress, singer, star of The Little Mermaid.
She got dogged out in one of the new Hulu shows, so that's why she'd be on Hulu.
What?
Yeah, you can see that. Wasn't that the thing? Chloe Bailey, she was in one of the.
This is the other one, Halle Bailey. This is her sister.
Wait.
They're
What?
sisters.
Are they
There's
twins?
two of them. No, no, but they really look alike.
Okay, so that might have been her sister, and that might have been Amazon.
But...
Thank you, Spoon. All right, anyway, move. I can understand, you know.
We were talking about this the other day. Like, how do people who are in relationships with actors feel about those actors, like, kissing other people? And we've seen it in a lot of interviews where these actors be saying, like, yeah, I kind of like that kiss, or I didn't like that kiss, or yeah, that was cool. It's like there's emotions behind there.
Well, there's a storage bank of feelings there that doesn't get put to light very often because it's just the acceptance of this world of acting that they're in. I think, like, for example, I always think of the Zendaya and Tom Holland thing that keeps popping up now, which is where Zendaya, you know, I think she has a scene with like two guys kissing her, and now Tom Holland is going around viral because I think he had like a gay scene going around, and they were like, this is what happens as soon as you start letting people in relationships that are actors start kissing other actors or doing like raunchy scenes. They start like making retaliation scenes, which I don't think that's the case, but I think it's just, yeah, it definitely leads to awkward conversations at the dinner table. You're scrolling on the feed and you see that you guys are being torn apart.
I think it's interesting to think about like how certain actors' careers started and how their careers have changed as they've become like family men or like
changed.
women or whatever. Like, for example, Ashton Kutcher, the first types of movies that he was in, he was like the heartthrob and the shirtless one and the one like with all the girls. And as he's developed this like environmentalist and like advocate role, and like he's changed like as a huge individual.
Now he's on that country show.
Now he's on like Steve Jobs and like
Steve Jobs
he's on that show on Netflix.
Yeah, what's it called?
I don't know the name of it. But this is DDG's response.
Cowboys ain't easy to love, but they're harder to.
So DDG responded and he goes,
they want to give me some beer, diamonds or gold.
He goes, it's just a song. It's just music. Basically trying to downplay how he really felt. And that
an old belt buckle and an old pair of Levi's.
All right, before we go on to our next segment, just a quick little recap.
Oh, gang. Check out the UTV. Oh, shit. Hold on.
DDG, get the fuck out of here, gang.
So, for those of you who don't know...
Art reflects life.
Hi, King. Art does reflect life.
That doesn't mean.
We have started to upload on the YouTube channel Violent Clips pretty consistently.
You tizzy!
We just uploaded our Bronx Zoo vlog today, which was a really fun experience. I edited this vlog, so
hey guys, I'm Chantel.
If you see my little comments.
Welcome to our Bronx Zoo date. We decided
we're also going to be working on the quality of this. This was a lot better quality on the Mac, but for whatever effing reason, oh my bun. This is a movie from the past.
The quality did not export as we expected.
Yeah, it only came out to like 720p. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But you can always change like the visual settings on YouTube to make it look better.
Nah.
Yes. It looks good
It's
on the
for us.
TV though.
I have to upload it higher than 720 for them to watch at 720.
Yeah, so we're
Right,
gonna work
above
on
720.
that. Hopefully, maybe we can invest in like a nice little camera soon. Where we don't have to go with our
Mel
phones.
actually just texted me. He wants us to get the gimbal that he's got.
Yeah,
I'm not
we need to
opposed
get
to
into
it.
a little camera.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
the
be right back,
phone
y'all.
doesn't export correctly.
I'll be right back.
He left me. But then Dylan has also been posting his streams, which have done really well. So if you don't catch his streams live, you can watch them on YouTube. We also have our other podcasts, so we're gonna try to be uploading like the podcasts and his streams and like some vlogs that we do here and then. So any support on that would be great, because we're really trying to like be creative and like, you know, share our ideas and our thoughts and our experiences with people who want to hear. And Dylan's really creative, so if you look at his thumbnails, like he takes a lot of time to make, so like they're really cute. But we're gonna play a Would You Rather game once Dylan comes back, so that's going to be very exciting. But we basically went through all the main topics for today, and we're going to do our Would You Rather game.
My fault, gang. I was actually checking on another upload that we want to get up there. The long road company day that we just had.
King, did you have a birthday stream the other day or something like that? I heard something about like a birthday stream. I don't know if it was your birthday or if you went to like a birthday stream, but hope you're doing well, King.
But yeah, more content to come for
Yeah.
Sherzies people.
What's like another vlog thing you want to do? Like something like that we usually don't do that we like video. Oh,
We could
we have this really cool thing that I got for us for like Valentine's Day or our anniversary or something, where we can make a mold of our hand. And like that's like a long process and we have to do it at home, so maybe we could take a video of that.
Yeah, we could probably do it like that.
But something outside.
Something outside? Yeah.
I want to do like a boat video. Like I want to see you like driving a boat and us like with a lake in the background.
Tyler's Lake House at the end of the summer when he gets back from Africa. We'll go to the little barbecue spot and we'll do a vlog down there.
Like if we do a beach day this weekend.
That lake's dope because they have a plane. Somebody has a plane on that lake, and it's like a water plane. So occasionally he'll come landing down like behind a boat, and it looks like he's chasing you. And we were tubing one time, and he flew like right above us. It was actually pretty cool.
I wish I liked amusement parks because we've seen all those videos of the people on like the roller coaster
I'm
rides.
dropping the fucking camera if we go to the amusement park. I'm good on that. Plus,
I hate amusement
that's like
parks.
booger central for, you know.
I don't like amusement parks. I don't like that feeling you get in your stomach when you're going on a roller coaster. Not my thing. Not my thing at all.
Well, you know, we could do like wineries.
That'd be really cute.
Bar hopping.
That'd be cute.
If we went to Connecticut and bar hopped.
If we went to a really nice winery and we took nice clips and stuff and
Like a vineyard.
Yeah, that's for winery. We went to one, no?
With Kathy. And to Jared's proposal.
Yeah.
And I think we went to one by ourselves.
Yeah, we went to one by ourselves. We went to one in Connecticut. No, in PA.
Did we?
Where were we going to PA?
Oh, no. I went with Julie and Brian. It's called Blue Ridge Estate Winery. It was nice. But we went when Julie was pregnant, so she couldn't drink wine.
Tough.
And it was hot that day, and we wore all black. But it had been cold all the other days. It was insane. But yeah, we could go to a nice winery. G-Force is not for everyone. What's a G-Force? Oh, yeah. The roller coasters.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna go refill my drink, and then we can play Would You Rather.
Yeah.
You want to play some music?
Yeah, we ended up setting up a couple overlays. We did this before. If anything, we can do a quick BRB if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll toss it with BRB. Yo, quick intermission, people. And then after this, how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 would you rathers. All right, and they kind of go all over the place in terms of what we would want. And if you don't know what the hell we're talking about, make sure you got a Google tab open to Google what the F we talking about. RBRB. All right, we're back. All right, we're gonna do some would you rathers. I got it.
I can put this to sleep, right?
Yeah, if you want. Would you rather?
Would you rather spend 3 days in Mount Everest or 3 days on the Sentinelese Island with the natives who were gonna fuck you up when you might get there?
Yeah, so I'm taking my chances with the Sentinelese people.
What?
Baby, you know I hate the cold.
What?
You know I hate the cold.
There's no way.
I can't stand. You think I'm gonna survive 3 days on Everest?
in the cold.
You're gonna survive the Sentinel.
I can't walk around I can't get out of bed with a fan on me.
That's true.
Because of the cold.
You're not good in the cold.
I can't do Everest, son. Are you kidding me? What up, Icy? How are you? Yeah, I'm not doing Everest. I'm taking chances with the Sentinelese people. I'm bashing someone over the head with a coconut. I'm surviving.
Sorry, I'm just stuck there.
I'm real quick. Alright, there we're back. 100% chance the cold will kill me. People are unpredictable. The Sentinelese might just let me rock.
I think I'm gonna go with Mount Everest. Because if I die, I become a ground post for people.
Yeah, but if you die on the Sentinelese island, you become a meal for the village. Are you insane?
I don't want to be a meal for the village.
You are going to the greater good.
I don't want to be a meal for the village.
If you're dying on Everest, you becoming an ice block. You becoming like a Neanderthal stuck in the ice.
That's not what I want to be, and that's not what I want to do with my life.
Listen, I'm taking my chances, just like Spoon. I like to think of myself as like a likable person sometimes. I'm likable with sporadic people too. You know, I'm sporadic. So I might, toss a little dance up and they'll be like, oh, this is a freaky one. Maybe he got banished from his land. Let's take him in.
Hi, Melody. How are you?
I think I'll be all right.
All right, so I choose Everest. You choose Sentinelese Island.
And it looks like Chet is saying Sentinelese too.
Because y'all crazy. Y'all on the same level of
You telling
crazy.
me you rather spend 3 days on Mount Everest than on a beautiful island?
I have seen videos of these people take bows and arrows and shoot it at helicopters.
But that's because you're pulling up with a helicopter dumb loud. You're pulling up with a big ass boat, bringing hella gifts and shit. All the people who try to contact them never pulled up mad chill.
First of all, you look like a missionary. They're gonna kill you.
I do not look like a missionary. You're rude. Yo, ever since I got a haircut, the first thing she says when I walk in the door, damn, I miss your long hair. Y'all tell me I don't take offense to that. Am I sensitive for that? The first thing she says when I walk in the door after my haircut, I told her I've been contemplating for 3 days now. I've been contemplating for 3 days. I'm fucking cutting my hair. First thing she says when I get back is, damn, I miss long hair. Babe! Diablo!
Okay.
Dígame.
That's not what happened.
Partially.
And this drama of yours is who's gonna get you killed on the fucking island. You just proved my point. You just proved my point.
I am not starting drama with the Sentinelese people because they're not gonna come up to me and be like, yo, bro, where's your man bun?
They're gonna be like, where you got that fade at? Like, what's up with you?
I'll be like, come here, I'll show you. That's it.
I'm just saying, I would not do the island, and you look like the Christians.
Here we go. Now I look Christian.
That's what a missionary is. It's someone who's spreading the Christian religion around the world.
I thought missionaries were like people who fought in like little armies. I thought a militia was like a small army. Wait, a militia is different from a missionary.
Yeah.
Okay, we can move on.
It is.
A
militia is like a group of people who fight, but they're not like in an army.
I thought you were calling me a militia dude. What's a missionary look like now? I look like a Christian? What does that mean?
A missionary are the Christians who went around the third world, as they used to call it.
You look like a Jehovah's Witness. How about that?
I don't. Jehovah's Witnesses wear dresses that are to their ankles.
I have no idea what any religion stereotype looks like.
Why are you making that reference?
I don't know.
Okay. Next one.
Next, would you rather? Would you rather be on the Challenge or Survivor? Who's watched the Challenge? I have not seen Survivor, but like I know what it is.
So on Survivor, you have to survive on an island or somewhere with extreme like weather circumstances. And
it's like Naked and Afraid?
I think you have to be naked. Oh, no, that's it.
Oh, Survivor is the one where you get a backpack and then you join the group
and then everybody judges you for what you got in your backpack.
And you try to kill each other.
Some people bring like
that.
newspapers and shit, and everyone's like, "Why the fuck do you bring a magazine?"
Is Survivor for money? There has to be. Why would you do that?
Survive.
You know, the two people
Facts,
from
Melody. I want to meet CT so bad.
the two people that were on the challenge
you,
were from Survivor.
Yeah.
What's that
There's
guy's
a
name?
bunch of people from Survivor that go on the challenge. I'm pretty sure Wes was on Survivor, wasn't he?
Michelle and the other guy was the one with the hat.
What the fuck?
The one with the hat who was mad annoying on the challenge.
Who wears a hat?
Michelle, her partner.
Jay?
Jay was on Survivor.
I thought he was a Ninja Warrior.
No, he was on Survivor.
Casey was a Ninja Warrior.
Yeah. I would be on the challenge because that is like a life ultimate goal of mine.
First off, you're put in a nice ass house versus having to survive outside. What the hell are we talking about, actually? What are we talking about?
Some people live to go on Survivor.
Yeah, and then what do? They go on the
themselves.
challenge after that.
True. The challenge is lit.
You think the Survivor people are like, yo, I'm trying to survive again? Nah, they trying to live it up with the challenge, make that bag, and look like a badass. And that's what I'm trying to do. Fuck out of here.
I'm trying to do some Fast and Furious action movie shit.
I don't trust you driving.
First of all, I can't swim. I'm afraid of heights. I can barely run anymore. I have back problems. Like I'm gonna be 100% a liability, but it's okay. I'm gonna play like the underdog, and then hopefully my natural athleticism will come out.
Oh, Casey was from Big Brother, not American Ninja Warrior.
Casey was from Big Brother. They had that Olympian.
They have a lot of Olympians.
Wasn't Turbo from American Ninja Warrior?
Turbo's a freak.
Turbo's a psychopath.
Oh. Y'all going Zuckerberg, Team Zucky, or Team Ely?
So this is Zuck.
Zucky or Elon?
Or Team Elon?
Musk.
I am Team neither of them.
I actually did not put enough thought into this now that I'm looking at it.
And we're talking about UFC. Mark Zuckerberg will pummel Elon Musk. So Zuck. Look at his team. Look at his team.
What are we rolling teams for? If I'm rolling teams for fighting, off of the people that they're rolling with, I'm going Team Zuck because I'm a big Izzy fan. I'm a big Volk fan. You got the team. Elon's standing over here with, who is that? Pierre, the retired actor. He's cool peeps and all. Don't get me wrong, little Frenchie. He's cool, but he's not in my pinnacle of.
Sorry.
That top tier, bless you. He's not that top tier. Peter's going Team Zuck. He said Team Suck.
I'm going any team that Adesanya and Volkanovski are in the same picture.
Also, Elon just gives me, I got bullied by bigger people, but now that I see that I'm bigger than most people, I like to bully. Or I like to try to bully. And he takes his opportunity every once in a while. He's just like, wow, this is the way the world works. You know what I mean? And then Zuck's just out here doing his own thing, training and shit, making apps to compete and shit, which is all people have ever been doing to him since Facebook, you know what I mean?
I feel like Elon Musk looks like if applesauce was a human.
What?
That's what he looks like to me. Like just like a big blob of nothing.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Like I don't understand him.
Applesauce was a human?
Yeah, like just like a big blob. Like with no substance.
Zuckerberg reminds me of like a human candy cane.
Zuckerberg gives me AI. Like he's not a real fucking person. Like he's like a fucking
He gives me
robot.
Muppet vibes. Who's the little Muppet that... Whoop, 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 whoop. Who's that one? The orange hair. Which Muppet is that?
I feel like you go up to him and he like avoids eye contact.
I feel like you go up to him and he stands like a pencil. I don't know. I'm not trying to roast either of these billionaires.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to them for being billionaires. I am not at that point.
I'm rolling with Zuckerberg because he's got the cooler connects for me and life's about networking.
I'm going with Zuck because I think his team is stacked and I think the experience that he has in like jiu-jitsu will...
Move that curtain down a little bit. My OCD is frying up.
There? Yeah. Will pummel Elon Musk. That is my opinion. Peter said, I am. I'll roast him.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks for taking over. Appreciate you.
Next one.
Would you rather
be invisible for a whole
I
day
was trying to match you.
or be able to fly for a whole day?
I didn't really think about this one that much, but again, it's cold when you get up there. Where am I flying to? I could fly to a warm spot.
You're thinking about the weather if you were to be able to fly? The weather doesn't impact you. You're flying. That's part of.
Where are you flying, gang?
But that's part
the
of
air.
Your, that's part of your.
What happened to
power.
the air? The water cycle.
You think Superman feels the air?
Okay, that's not the either or here. We're saying we just fly. Have you seen the movie Chronicle?
No.
There's this crazy movie Chronicle. You have seen it. I've put it on 3 times while we've been together. I like that movie. It's not too scary. You would like it. Michael B. Jordan's in it. There's a bunch of actors in it that you might actually like and be like, whoa.
Never seen that movie.
It's shot in a way that will give you a headache. It's in the hand. It's filmed by a camcorder in one of the actors' hands. But basically, they approach a rock after a party, and then they wake up the next day, or the camera turns on the next time, and they all got fucking powers, right? So they're throwing a baseball at each other. And then they just stand in there and they look at the fucking baseball, and then the baseball stop right here. You know what that is? What is that? Telekinesis. Telekinesis.
Broke my wrist.
Sorry. So they got the power of telekinesis, and with telekinesis, in depth with it, you could start to learn how to fly, right? You know what they had to do when they started to learn how to fly? Wear fucking coats, because it's goddamn cold up there in the atmosphere. Okay. You go up to the Mount Everest, you know why there's snow up there? Because you're high up in the air.
You don't think that if you can fly that you don't have access to like a super thermal suit?
No, because I could just fly. I'm not a fucking genius or a billionaire. If you could just fly tomorrow, where are you going to get that suit from?
Amazon.
Amazon. I'm crying.
I would choose to fly for a day because I could get to fly anywhere. I would take the day off from work and I'd fly to TR.
What's wrong with doing this on the weekends?
I'd go see my family. I'd take a whole 24 hours and then I'd fly to a couple different islands that were near the DR that I've never been to. And then I'd fly to Italy and then I'd fly back. And then I don't care about the weather because I ain't no bitch. And I'm going to be flying in the air with the birds through the clouds.
I don't know what I would do if I was invisible. I'm pretty useless as is, so I feel like being invisible would make me more useless.
I feel like you'd be a menace if you were invisible. Like you'd do like little things to people. Like you'd go to the mall and you'd be like, you'd take someone's like hoodie and you like lift it up. Like you'd be like mischievous. Like for a day, just for fun, a little bit mischievous, a little bit of your Buxville Bandit in you.
No,
you have it in you. You have it in you.
You might have a point. I would be a little trolly with it, but again, like that's where I'm like, what business do I have being trolly with a superpower? You know, that's my villain arc. This is either my villain or hero arc. So I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'd fly just at low altitudes.
After all of that, you're gonna say that you're gonna fly?
Well, here's my loophole.
After all of that, wait, hold up. After the whole show you just did.
I don't have to fly that high.
You're gonna choose.
I'm gonna fly a foot off the ground.
You're gonna fly into a fucking building?
No,
like, where are you flying
I'm gonna fly a foot off the ground and just fly everywhere, just really slow and careful.
There's 5-story buildings in New York City, babe. Where are you flying? Ohio?
Why am I going to 5-story buildings in New York City?
Where are you gonna fly? Like, you have to fly out of where we live.
Thinking, where am I going to fly? But you just said you wanted to fly. Where are you flying? I'm flying where you flying. I'm just at a lower altitude than you're getting. I'll meet you there.
High altitude.
You be brick wherever you go. You end up like an ice cube. You will plummet and just shatter. I will land there safely just in double the amount of time.
What if I get us both super thermal gear?
Where does this come from now? Like, I thought the logic was just the superpowers. Now I'm really Stark Industries, guys.
He's gonna
shout out Tony.
What he doesn't understand is he's gonna make us the super thermal suit.
Why? How would I? How would I?
See, guys, I have an engineering degree, and she thinks I'm the next fucking inventor of the century. I have no idea where she thinks I get half these ideas from. I YouTube a lot, baby. I YouTube a lot.
So we can YouTube how to do a super thermal outfit, and then we can fly.
Let's pull it up. Let's
Because
pull
we're
that
both
up.
gonna fly.
Let's pull that up. Let's see how we could.
I'm not pulling nothing up. The computer's asleep. Next one. Would you rather?
Fire up the 3D printer.
That's what I'm saying. Spoon.
Spoon.
Thank you.
Don't egg her on.
Anyway, would you rather never have a cold again in your life, or never be stuck in traffic again in your life?
Cold. Fuck germs. Those little kids who got games on your phone? No. No. I have hand sanitizer. Use it. I am not getting a cold again. I'm over colds, bro. Over it. I will be stuck in traffic, bumper to bumper. I'll get out and I'll bump my stereo, start doing a little dance. I love traffic. I'll make a blast out of traffic.
You have no patience in traffic.
That's right. But you know what I will have it for? To never have a fucking cold again. I love breathing. Are you insane?
I think, okay, this is my thing. I rarely get sick, knock on wood, knock on wood. However, we are always in traffic because we live in New York. So it's like, I would rather never be in traffic again, because that means that we're just like zooming through the universe, and like time is of my essence.
That does not mean you're zooming through, baby.
Time is of my essence.
You haven't lived out of the city yet. I gotta get you to like the suburbs where, you know, there's regular roads and still speed limits. You know, even in Utah, where it's a straightaway for 80 fucking miles, speed limits like 80.
I'm not going to Utah.
Where are you going light speed just because there's no traffic? That's the other thing.
In my head is, some way, somehow, my car got wings and we flying through the traffic. Like, I'm never dealing with that again. Like, that's it.
Y'all see how she turned these would you rathers and she just puts her own spin on the answer that she wants? What do you mean you have a flying car now? Would you rather never get sick or have a flying car? That's what you're saying?
Essentially.
Never get sick. You know how much gas that's gonna be? It is inflation, lady.
I'm gonna choose never be in traffic again.
You don't drive.
We are in the car together. We are dealing with the traffic in front of us.
Is my road rage that bad where you're like, I never want to be in the car with this kid again and stuck in traffic?
No, you're a great driver. I feel anxiety when like we're in traffic. Like, not your anxiety, I feel anxiety. Like, from being in this vehicle in the midst of New York traffic. Like, it takes us 40 minutes to go 2 miles.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
10 miles should be a 10-minute drive, but 10 miles ends up being like 30, 40. Really
Makes no sense.
Thank you, Emery. Yo, chat, I fucks with you today. We in the same wavelength. You off it. You off it. You disconnected.
I like being the odd man out. Okay?
W. Yo, you're gonna break the microphone. She's been punching herself dumb hard in the chest, and it makes like this bassy ass noise.
There's this space between my upper breast and my collarbone.
I tell her lungs in there, and she goes,
it's not hollow.
Lungs?
I was like, no way.
And is that why you sent me a video of like an anatomy rap?
No, wait.
Why not?
Private.
Why is that private?
No.
What?
That's private information.
All right.
So I think that wraps
GG's
it up
gang.
for today's NDT.
Yo, thank you everyone who freaking pulled up.
We had a couple conversations that we usually wouldn't have at the dinner table, but we laid it all out and we discussed it and we delved into it and we talked about some fun stuff, some serious stuff. So thank you for tuning in.
If you guys want to add to anything in the discussion, again, we're going to do reminders every week. Please, exclamation point Discord if you are in the live chat here on Twitch.
If you're not on Twitch and you're watching these VODs either on Twitch or on YouTube and you can't drop a comment or anything like that to get the Discord, please try to tune in live. We do this every Thursday. We're trying to aim for 8 p.m. people. 8 p.m. every
Thursday, 8
Thursday.
p.m. We're going to be doing different segments, hopefully keeping some of the same things, but like doing some fun games like what we just did.
Yeah, so in the Discord, there's a channel called NDT. You could just drop a link there from Twitter, from Instagram. Don't drop anything like obviously too wild. You will get banned from the chat for mischievous links
but
and
just
stuff.
things that we can talk about and discuss with everyone. If you're on YouTube, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure to share this with your friends. We would love for more people to join our community and join our discussions and just make this like a rich live.
Yeah, I want to get this to be like a dope community. Eventually, it'd be cool if you know, we could do some things live on YouTube too.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If we could experiment doing like different nights over there.
Yeah, but we're gonna be posting this on YouTube and posting our future vlogs and your gaming stuff.
So now we have we're gonna have 3 playlists. We're gonna have our vlog playlists. Make sure that you guys go look and check that out. ! YouTube for that link. Go check out the vlog. Then we have our playlist for the podcast. Then we have gaming with me and everyone else. I'm trying to upload a video now, I believe, from the Rogue update. I noticed that a lot of people went back to go and watch that again, so I'm going to post that up there on YouTube as well. Go drop a like, please. Appreciate that, gang.
Make sure you follow Dylan on Twitch.
For anybody new.
And on YouTube, we are Wylin Clips.
Yeah, at Wylin Clips.
So we hope you guys have a good night.
Have a great night.
Thank you guys for tuning in and chatting it up with us.
Bye, gang! Bye!